everyone. These are Rita and Iroh's Welsh Terrier puppies. They are 5.5 weeks old. So you guys, I'm sure, have been waiting a long time for this video. Here's yellow. That was green that I first showed you. So today I'm going to go through them and describe the differences. That's black in looks and personalities. Here's yellow, orange, black, green, and just any differences I see. And then I'll get a midweek video this coming week, and I will point out, and I'll mostly in that one, it'll be another long one, and I'll just kind of let you watch them and observe them, and then we will start the puppy picking from there. So they're doing really, really, really good, growing up so fast. They're pretty much weaned off mom at this point. She's not letting them nurse too much anymore. We kind of let mom be the one to show us when she's ready, and she's ready to be done. All right, so before I get started on personality descriptions, I always like to explain why I do it this way. We've been breeding 20 years, and this really has worked incredibly well all these years. I always start off by saying I describe the puppies in order from most energetic and outgoing to least energetic. I do this because all Welsh puppies are going to have those Welsh Terrier traits. So under the umbrella of being a Welsh Terrier, of being a high energy dog, a tenacious terror sometimes, they're going to be outgoing, playful, hilarious, funny, loyal. Just, that's a Welsh. But under the category of being a Welsh, they also have different personalities. So it's just important for people to be aware, just like a family with children from the same parents, they can be very, very different, but also still share personalities and traits because they are siblings. It's kind of like that. So I always explain this and really kind of try to hammer it home, because sometimes I get people that either have only had one Welsh their whole life or met a Welsh one time, and then they kind of think that's the breed, and what you saw in that one dog is that's it, that's a Welsh Terrier. And while you likely did get to know the Welsh Terrier breed really well, look at little yellow. There's a bunch of barn swallows on that line. She's checking out. While you got to know the breed really, really well, you also just saw one dog's personality. So I just try to emphasize that like there's a lot of different personalities. And when I put like number one, the most outgoing, which in this litter is yellow, just means she's probably going to be a higher energy, outgoing, kind of independent. Sometimes it means alpha. Like a lot of times the alpha will be the most outgoing in the litter. But it doesn't always mean they're the alpha or super alpha-ish. And then the least energetic and outgoing, a lot of times that puppy appears shy, and people kind of seem, and that's green in this litter, seem to shy away from those puppies because they kind of, honestly, they don't do anything super fun a lot of times on the videos, which green's actually really performing today. Because a lot of times they're just real quiet in the videos. And people kind of shy away from that because I know you're picking by video, and that's hard to connect when you don't really see too much. But it also just is emphasizing the kind of personality they have, like a real laid back, easygoing most of the times puppy. Again, Welsh Terrier, they're gonna be energetic, and Welshes only get so laid back and easygoing until they're a little older, at least. Those first 2 years, I don't know if there is such a thing as a laid back Welsh Terrier. But anyways, so without further ado, I have since there's only 4, usually I just do the males and the females in order, but since there's only 4, I did the whole litter. So number 1 is yellow, like I said, and number 2 is green. Oops, sorry, I have that down on my paper wrong. Greens. Number 2 is black. So yellow and black right there in front of me are the 2 outgoing ones. I gotta change this or else I'll keep saying it wrong. Except I can't think while I'm videoing. Come here, pups. Oh well, I know what it is in my head. there. Okay, sorry. All right. So of the males, black is more outgoing right there, and green is more laid back. So the whole litter, it is yellow first, which she's right behind me, then black, then orange, and then green. So of the females, yellow is the more outgoing, and then orange is a little less. Here's yellow. Hi there, sister, 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 sister. Hi there. Does that feel good? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And here's orange. Whoa. People often like me to... She's not gonna... It's hard to do with one hand. People often like me to roll them onto their backs so they can see. It's a submissive thing. And let's do green while you're right here. Hi there, Cupcake. And black. Come here, bud. Come here. He's not gonna let me. I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, does that feel good? All right. The other thing people like to know usually is size, which honestly in this litter I'd have to about weigh them to figure out who's bigger and smaller. They're all about the same. Pay attention. Some people, well, I shouldn't say pay attention, but some people are always curious about the coats. Some of them are a lot of times a little bit more longer haired, and they usually end up more of a wavy hair, and the shorter haired ones end up, not always, but more kinky. That's a very broad statement, but green has a pretty wavy coat. Orange would probably be second, and then black and yellow are shorter. The shape of their faces, all of them have really nice shaped faces and nice set ears. Green's got a really fluffy face. Black has a little bit more of a rectangle face, just a hair. Orange and yellow also have really nice shaped faces. The other thing people always ask about, which is honestly it's a shot in the dark, but people sometimes request like black and tan versus grizzle and tan. AKC approves both grizzle and tan and black and tan for Welsh Terriers. Those are the two colors. Grizzle and tan, you can Google it, but it's just like a lighter black and tan. It's very hard to predict because they get their adult hair in at like 6 to 9 months, and it's usually a totally different coat. That's when that wiry hair comes in. But if you're really dead set on like coloring, and I always tell people I would pick for personality over coloring, but to match your family better. But you can look at the shade of the brown on their face. So the two males, black, greens is a little bit lighter, you can see. And black, which he had to run down there, his brown is a little bit more darker and reddish. And same thing with yellow's a little lighter, and orange is a little more like reddish. Let's see if I can show you with, this is orange female and green male, but you can see the shade difference. Anyways, we're already at almost 10 minutes, so I will wrap this up, but we'll get another video middle of the week here, and we'll go from there. So let me know if you have any questions, anybody. Have a great weekend.